What's up, dreamers? It's your online pal Josh, aka phexid, and what I'm going to be doing in the next couple of months is bringing back classic phexid videos from time to time. Well, what the heck is a classic phexid video? Well, it's a little bit like this. So here we have Prince Louis' tank. He is a crested gecko. Now, what am I showing you the tank for? Why are we doing this video? Well, I'm going to open the tank up and show you. It looks pretty dirty. You see the glass is stained up. There's poopies everywhere. And there's poopy on the thing. So his tank needs to be cleaned. And I thought I would show you proper tank maintenance on cleaning and resetting up of a crested gecko. One of the first things you're going to want to do is remove all of the cage furniture from the tank so you can easily access both the lizard and the tank itself. Now that the tank is completely bare, you're going to go ahead and remove your lizard. This way, you'll easily be able to see him without harming him or yourself. Make sure to have some sort of container to place him in while you clean your tank. At this point, you're going to start the actual cleaning process. Whichever way you choose to do this first does not matter. You can go ahead and remove the soil from the bottom now, or you can wait to do that after. Also, you have all the plants and cage furniture that was removed to be cleaned as well. So we're going to go ahead and do some of that right now. For me, I find that the easiest way to do my cage furniture is by placing it directly into the bathtub and scrubbing it under lukewarm water with a toothbrush. I do not use any chemicals while I clean any of my cage furniture. If anything, I might use a mild body soap, and make sure if you do use a soap of some kind that you rinse your cage furniture very well before placing it back into the tank. Alright, once the cage furniture has been washed and is drying, you are then ready to start cleaning the actual tank itself. I have my bucket next to my tank. You can see I got to start scooping the soil out, and then I will start cleaning the glass. Now what I like to do is I use just your average household kitchen dustpan. Take the soil, so I start from the front, push the soil to the back of the cage as much as possible. That way you have an easy access point. When you come in, you can scrape it, lift it. You want to try to knock off as much as you can that you think is going to spill. The idea here is very low mess, so I can just wipe this up quickly with a paper towel instead of having a big spill of old dirty soil and old lizard poops and shedded skins all over my floor. So that makes it a lot more convenient for me. If you're a real nut, you could probably take like a shop vac or something. Don't use your household vacuum by any means. Do not use your household vacuum because there's chunks of everything in here, poopy, and sometimes they have hard chunks of wood that don't get broke down when they dissolve the bedding. So I've got most of the stuff out now. I'm going to remove the lid here and I will start cleaning the glass. You don't really need to watch me do that. It's pretty straightforward. Warm water, either a cloth or paper towel. Wipe it down thoroughly so all the white poop and all the streaks are gone. And make sure to pat dry or towel dry it so it doesn't streak before you're done. Do not use any chemicals. Do not use Windex. Do not use anything on the glass to make it sparkly or shiny. Just use warm water. Now that we have a completely clean tank, fresh and ready to go, we're going to need to fill up the bottom with some sort of bedding. This time, I'm going with Zoomed Repti Bark. I got 2 quarts for free. Woo woo! But anyways, this is just, it's wood chips, if you can see the chips here. And basically what I'm going to do is pour it into the bottom of the tank. I like a substrate for Crested Gecko of about 2 to 2.5 inches thick. So that's approximately between 1/2 inch and 1 inch below the black line there, which represents the 3-inch mark on the tank. So I'm going to go ahead and pour this in and get that going, and I will start setting up the tank very quickly. What I'm going to do now is quickly moisten the substrate. If you're wondering why I do that, it'll help keep any dust from the new substrate down when he lands in his new tank. And also, because crested geckos are jungle, what we consider jungle reptiles, forest reptiles, so they need a higher humidity level, so the water also helps raise the humidity level. Now that the tank is fully dressed, that's what I like to call it, with the cage furniture all put back in place, new substrate, water in the water dish, his feeding dish is ready to go. If you're wondering why this feeding dish in particular is lifted off the ground and wrapped in a vine like this, because crested geckos are arboreal, or arboreal for some definitions, I guess, however you want to pronounce the word. They like to climb to eat their food, so I'll put some worms in that dish and he'll be able to hunt them from an elevated spot, and just makes him feel more like a real man lizard. So what I'm going to do now is that he is ready to go back into his tank, so I'm going to put the camera back on the tripod and make the transfer. As you can see, the gecko is perfectly calm, rested in his carrying case, or his feeding case, some will call it. That way he hasn't escaped. I didn't have to look all over for him. He's in a secure location and nothing's going to happen to him. People wonder about temperature and lighting and stuff like that. Crested geckos, because they're nocturnal, they don't require any specific lighting. As far as heat, as long as your house or apartment stays fairly warm, these guys are pretty good to go. If your place is a little cooler, you might want to get an under tank heater. With me, I have very high temperatures. I'm on the 4th floor of my apartment building and I face the south, so I get all the morning sun. Warms my place up very nice, so I don't need any lights or heat requirements for this guy, so he's one of the easiest and cheapest to take care of. Now I'm going to put him back into his new home that's freshly designed, and hopefully he'll enjoy it. What do you think of your new home, buddy? Pretty nice, eh? Well guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing and learning how to take care of your crested gecko's tank and reset it and, just make sure proper maintenance. You got to maintain that, because otherwise it gets very full of bacteria and gross funguses and he won't be happy. And look, Prince Louis, he looks pretty happy in there, I must say. He's doing a little bob, licking the water off the back of the glass right now. That's how they drink, is when they see water dripping off the leaves and stuff. And if you're wondering how he got his name, I'll put an annotation above for the video that I had made when I first got this little guy. I had a contest for you guys to help me name him. Tara McMahon was the winner of the contest. She picked a name, and that's how he got his name and how it came about. Also, I will be doing a feeding video later today, and once that comes up, I will also put an annotation above for the feeding video, and links in my description where you can find me across the internet, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have reptile related questions, get at me here at this channel. Phexid is where I'm going to keep my reptile videos, and yeah, that's it. Ciao.